Welcome to another edition of Martin's Munchies. Today we're going to make a frittata. So let's go over the ingredients. All right, we got the Tillamook cheddar. We got the hot Jimmy Dean sausage. Got an onion, a little salt, some eggs, Baki Ranch olive oil. The gal I've done a bunch of work for, she makes olive oil. One of the fringe benefits of welding. Anyway, a knife, cutting board, the chopper over there, the chopper. Oh, I forgot the most important thing right there. That's the baby spinach, okay? There'd be a reason for that. Start with the onion. So I like the yellow onion. One of the best things about rodeoing up in the Northwest is you make some friends from Walla Walla and you get them Walla Walla sweets. And the Walla Walla sweets you basically eat like an apple. But I don't think there's too many things in life that smell as good as onion cooking, bacon cooking. If you can cook the bacon and the onion together, then you got a real good combo. It's a little bell pepper, a little whatever kind of these peppers are. So one of the nice things about this meal is if you're a little chubby like me, this, my friends, is like 100% keto. So that's the beauty of it. Can you put too much onion in? No. Can you break your chopper by putting too much onion in the chopper? Yeah. Come on. Maybe we won't get so greedy. All right, in the cast iron skillet. We're going to put a bunch of olive oil in. We'll take the chopper. We'll let that do its thing. Jimmy's going in this pan. All right, chopping up the Jimmy. Gonna make that nice and pulverized. So one nice thing about this meal is you got a whole bunch of bake time, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So that gives you time to clean up the kitchen, keep the honey buns off your hiney. All right, Jimmy Dean is cooking up really, really well. We're gonna dump that into that one. The aroma. Yeah, I'm lucky to weld for a number of different people. Around here, a lot of them tend to have olive trees. And short story about olive oil. I was doing a job, it's been quite a while ago, but anyway, the guy was, you'd see him out there. He was a retired oil executive. You'd see him out there almost daily, and he was, you know, spraying his trees for this bug and all this other stuff. And he probably put 3 or 4 hours a day into these little olive trees. Then the time comes, and he has all his friends come over and they pick olives. And there's certain things that I refuse to pick. One of them is olives. It's just an absolute nightmare. I guess if you get a bunch of friends around, you know, time goes faster. But anyway, he takes his 5-gallon buckets of olive oil. I think he had like 10 5-gallon buckets of olives. And they go to this fancy press, which costs money, and they press their olives to get the olive oil. And when it's all said and done, I saw him, you know, a couple days later. I said, "How do you do with your olives?" He goes, "It was great. We almost got a gallon." All right. So, long story short, almost got a gallon. So I don't know how many hours he spent getting to that 1 gallon of olive oil. But in the farming business, which I tend to dabble in every now and then, agriculture in general, you know, let's say 200 hours for 1 gallon of olive oil that you could buy at Costco. for about $6 is not the best trade in the world. So, but anyway, I had to laugh. But I know you make it yourself, it tastes better. But the beauty of, like I say, my jobs, a lot of these jobs I work on, these people have olives. You can't let the olives go to waste, so you got to make olive oil. And it makes a great gift, you know. But the time this gal, you know, spends on her olive oil, I don't want to know what this thing is actually worth. But it's a great gift, and she passes them out to her friends, and I consider myself lucky enough to be one of her friends. So anyway, that's kind of how it goes. So now we're going to add the Jimmy Dean right on top of that. Mix that in. And now we got to prep some eggs really quick. All right, huevos. February 27th. Out here in NorCal, weather's pretty nice. A little windy today, but I'm going to be golfing in shorts this afternoon after I do a little work in the shop. All right. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot over cheese. You can't over onion. You can't over cheese. Tillamook cheddar, mild cheddar from the beautiful town of Tillamook, Oregon. Tillamook, Oregon is famous for a couple things. One of them, Todd Snyder wrote a great song about it. The other's cheese. And lastly, and besides good people, there's a lot of good rodeos up that area. Never did one in the town of Tillamook, but been all around that area. But Tillamook is part of the Oregon coast. And if you're ever looking for a place to drive, fly out to San Francisco and head up the coast. And you won't be disappointed until you start freezing in Alaska. But anyway, hug that coastline. The Oregon coast is about as spectacular as it gets. The best thing about the Oregon coast, of course, is Bandon Dunes. We're going to give that a big, healthy splash. About half and half. We're going to put a nice pinch of salt. We're going to give it some, spread a little bird poop on there. Spread a little fly poop on there. This right here is the Eagle-Matic 1000 made by Braun. I don't know really what it's called. It just says Braun on the outside, but us dudes, we're into power tools. So one of the keys is I'm going to add the eggs to this, and I'm going to hold that spatula because I don't want to just wash out that entire area. Now I'm just going to kind of spread that cheese out evenly. But if I just dump this in, I would wash out the spot in the middle there where all that onion and sausage was. So guys, here's a little mineral advice for you. Spinach. Spinach lets you get away with everything. You want to have a double cheese bacon cheeseburger with fries. And your wife will look at you like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You say, I put a little spinach on it. Ooh, good for you, honey. Way to eat healthy. Same, you know, ice cream sundae. You do a triple scoop of ice cream with hot fudge sauce and marshmallows and almonds and everything else. And all you got to tell your wife, hey, babe, I put a little spinach in it. Ooh, good for you, babe. Way to eat healthy. So anyway, spinach. Just remember that. Spinach gets you out of lots of things. So it cooks down pretty much nothing. It adds a little color to it. I mean, look at that. Artiste, right? Okay. Now, 350 is our oven temp. Okay. I was reminded by the boss. So we're going to throw this in the oven about 20 minutes. All right, little pokey poke. These sides are doing perfect. That middle's just got to cook a little bit longer. All right, let's talk about what I got done in the 20 minutes since thing's been cooking. So I got the dishes done, made myself a big pot of tea, talked the wife into giving me a haircut finally. Oh my gosh, I was getting shaggy. Got the old Black & Decker clippers. I haven't paid for a haircut in the last 20 years. You talk about the midlife crisis. A lot of guys are talking about, getting Harleys and then of course there's the going bald man bun. Not that there's anything wrong with those. To me, I don't know if I ever had a midlife crisis, but I can't wait till all this stuff just falls out of the oven. Check that out. We're going to drop a little sourdough toast. We are going to cut this dude up. If you want a really, really, really good egg sandwich, cut a chunk of this and put it between 2 pieces of sourdough toast. That's another great way to eat it. So the beauty of this is I can eat on this for a few days. Heats up really well. It is 100% keto. Ingredients one last time were eggs, cheese, onion, pepper, a little spinach, salt, pepper, and a little half and half. And that's pretty much it. All right, enjoy. See you next time. Bon appetit.